I am introducing our core president, who is our guest speaker today, and that would be Dave Minyard. Dave has been a participant in Science of Mind for over a decade, and he came to this center years ago under Reverend Steve, and he settled in. He made himself right at home, and he's here with us today to be our guest speaker, Mr. Dave Minyard.
Thank you, Bill. Look at this. What am I doing up here, right? Before I start, I want you all to bear with me. I've never been a speaker before, so I have a lot of notes, a lot of copious notes. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for letting me lead you today with this special winter solstice service titled Celebrating the Light Within. You might be wondering why you have those candles. And if you do not have a candle, can you raise your hand? Because Kara is going to bring you a little candle. Okay. They are coming your way. Keep your hands up so she knows. Later in the service, we are going to have a candle lighting ceremony where each of you will light your own candle. During that moment, you'll be invited to connect with your own personal flame, to honor the light you carry, and to share it with others around you. But for now, let the teaching symbol behind me be the symbol of our collective light, the energy that we all share and bring into this space together. So did everybody get a candle? Everybody has a candle? I don't want to see no candles not lit when the time comes. All right. So today is actually the official day, so happy winter solstice, everybody. It is the longest night and the shortest day of the year, and it's often misunderstood as a season of cold, darkness, or ending. But in our spiritual traditions, and especially in our Science of Mind teaching, the solstice is not a symbol of death at all. It's a pause, a sacred stillness, a divine breath before the next what is yet to be. It is the moment when the outer light retreats just enough for us to finally hear the whisper of light within. For thousands of years, people have gathered on this night, not because of the darkness was frightening, but because it was considered holy. It was a changing, a turning point, the exact moment where the earth tilts towards renewal. The solstice reminds me of something that my dad taught me. So ironically, we did a documentary here at the center for the 45th anniversary. And the board of directors was interviewed, and one of the questions asked, this was 7 years ago. One of the questions asked was, what was the best advice that we received in our lifetime? And my answer was that my dad taught me that this too shall pass. And it's something he told me when I was a kid, and it's something I've always remembered. That's what the solstice reminds me of, is that there's a time when this moment of darkness and cold, it will pass and things will grow again. Nature knows what we so often forget, that this too shall pass. It knows that growth does not happen in a constant motion, but in cycles, in seasons, in phases of expansion and phases of rest. In the quiet of winter, the trees draw their energy inward, waiting. Animals curl into their burrows, waiting. Seeds hidden beneath the frozen soil lie perfectly still, waiting for that warmth that tells them it's time to rise and start the growth, and knowing that this too shall pass. And so the solstice asks us the same question the earth asks us of every living thing. Can you rest? Can you soften? Can you trust the dark while knowing the light is growing inside of you? Because in Science of Mind, we understand that darkness is not punishment and light is not the reward. Both are equally sacred. Both are expressions of the one infinite presence. The dark is the rich, fertile field in which the seed of our next greatest yet to be is planted, and the light is the divine fire within us that knows exactly when to rise. Tonight, the solstice will invite us to do both. There is an ancient tale by Plato. It's called The Story of the Cave, and it mirrors the solstice journey. So a group of people lived their entire lives inside of a dark cave. They had never seen the sun, so the only reality they knew were the shadows that were cast by their candles on the walls of the cave. But one day, Yeah, the shadows became their truth. It was their reality. It was all they ever knew. But one day, one person felt a stirring, a pull towards something more, something better. A faint glimmer of light far above at the end of the cave. The climb was hard, and when he emerged from the cave, at first the light was painful to the eyes, disorienting and unfamiliar. But as his eyes adjusted, he saw beauty, he saw color, he saw life, he saw the truth. Because stepping into the light after a long time in the dark requires us to shed something, a belief, a fear, and a story about ourselves that no longer fits what serves us. When he returned to the cave, he told others about the light. And while some were not ready to leave the only truth they've ever known, others knew that there was another, and there was a higher truth. But the cave is not a place, it's a consciousness. The shadows on the wall are the patterns we repeat when we forget who we truly are. The light is the truth that has always been in us, waiting to be remembered and rediscovered. The cave is not only a symbol of limitation, it is also the shadow side of our own thinking. Science of Mind teaches that change your thinking, change your life. The people who turn towards the light are exercising their awareness of the universal mind, choosing to see beyond illusion and recognize the infinite presence within. The winter solstice invites us to make that same journey. From shadow to illumination, from old identity to new awareness, from the cave of limitation to the open sky of our spiritual nature. Cultures around the world respond to this season with candles, lanterns, and flames, from Yule to Hanukkah to Christmas, not because they don't honor the dark, but because the inner world is awakening. Science of Mind teaches us that the light is not granted to us, it is expressed through us. It is the indwelling presence, the God spark, the flame of awareness that never flickers, even when it feels heavy, because even when it feels heavy, we know that this too shall pass. The illumination of this season is not like the intense blaze of summer, but it's more like the gentle, steady glow of the fireplace. It is the courage to sit in the dark and trust that the light is glowing, and know that this too shall pass. The solstice is the hinge between what has been and what is becoming. A sacred ending and a sacred beginning. And it leads us beautifully into the heart of the Christmas message itself. So as we honor the returning sun and the rising inner light, Ernest Holmes gives us a timeless reflection. And I want to share it exactly as he wrote it in the Science of Mind magazine in December of 1929. Bill, you were there, I think. All right, so this is called The Light of Christmas by Ernest Holmes. Christmas Eve, I bear witness to light. Out of the darkness of ignorance, man comes at last into the light of knowledge of the nature of his own being. For we have learned that there is nothing either good or bad, but only our thinking that makes it so. And so we come, bearing witness to the light of the truth, which makes us free. It is done unto us according to our belief. Christmas Day, peace on earth, goodwill to men. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. See, heaven is harmony, and harmony is many tones in unison. One note alone is not harmony, and one alone would not be heaven. The one manifests in the many, and the many recognize the one in all. This was the teaching of him whose birth we celebrate this season. As we harmonize with all mankind, the great chord of the angel anthem puts forth its message of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Every expression of love, in thought, in word or deed, expands both the personal and the collective consciousness. And because of this, Christmas, by emphasizing love, glorifies the world we live in. May love surround and glorify all gifts and words of cheer this Christmas. And again, that was from the Science of Mind magazine in December of 1929. It was almost 100 years ago. So my closing thought for this talk: the winter solstice invites us into stillness. Christmas invites us into love. Science of Mind invites us into truth. And that truth is simple. The light that we seek is the light that we carry. The peace that we long for is the peace that only we can create. The renewal we await is already inside of us. May we honor the fertile dark, and may we trust the returning sun. And may we remember today and always that everything luminous, everything beautiful, everything newly born first begins in the dark. So as we go about our lives today after this service, remember that your light is always within. The thoughts you choose, the love you give, and the intentions you hold are the very expressions of the universe in action. You are co-creators of your life, and the solstice reminds us to consciously direct our minds towards the greater, the good, the true, and the beautiful. And if you are in a dark place, just remember that this too shall pass. Now, if you will allow me, I would like to lead you all in a guided meditation. So please take a deep breath. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it fully. Let everything in the room fall away. This moment asks nothing of you. You do not need to fix, perform, or understand anything. Just arrive in this moment. The winter solstice is a pause in the turning of the earth, a still point in the cycle of life. Allow yourself to meet that stillness now. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of night. Not a fearful darkness, but a deep, quiet one. This is the dark of rest, the dark of gestation, the dark where seeds wait, hidden beneath the frozen soil, ready for warmth, ready for the sun, knowing. Step into this darkness fully. Feel its depth. Notice how it holds you. Notice how it asks only that you be present. Here, nothing is rushing, nothing is demanding. Here the world softens and space opens. Within this darkness, notice a presence, a quiet flame, a steady warmth. It does not shout. It doesn't need attention. It just is. This is the light that lives within you. It is your spark, your vitality, your hope. It has carried you through change, through shadow, through uncertainty, through fear. It has endured when all else seemed to shift. Feel it in your chest. Feel it spreading through your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Feel that warmth in your belly, in your legs, and in your feet. Notice its quiet strength, steady and unwavering. Now allow this light to grow outward. Imagine it filling your entire body from head to toe. The warmth, the radiance, the presence of it. Now let it spill beyond your body. Let it touch the space around you. Notice it connecting to the light of all those that are gathered here today. Melding into a larger collective brilliance. Every one of your breaths nourish it. Every heartbeat strengthens it. It flows outward, reaching into the room. Then it goes beyond this room, reaching out into the world. This is your gift. This is your essence. This is the light that no darkness can diminish. Feel that warmth. Now begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Feel the ground beneath you, the support beneath your body, the way the chair holds you. Notice the subtle movement of your breath. The darkness has done its work. The light has been present all along. It is alive. It is steady, and it is yours. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Carry this awareness with you, because in just a moment, we're going to give form to this inner light in a visible, shared way during our candle ceremony. So on the winter solstice, the shortest day and the longest night of the year, we gather not to fear the darkness, but to honor it. For in Science of Mind, we understand that light is never absent. It is simply just waiting to be recognized. Even in the darkest moment, the light of Spirit lives within us, whole, present, and eternal. At the beginning of the service, each of you received a candle, and attached to it is a single word. The Word is not something you need to earn. It's not something you need to attract to yourself or become worthy of. It represents a quality of light that already lives within you, an aspect of your divine nature ready to be expressed. In this moment of stillness, we pause to awaken that inner flame. Trust that the word you received came to you not by chance, not by reason, but by a quiet agreement between your soul and spirit. Take a moment now to read the word, either silently or aloud. There is no right or wrong word.
There is courage,
Freedom.
beauty,
balance, gracious,
kindness,
love,
Compassion.
creativity.
Let it land gently and notice what it stirs, what it softens, and what it remembers within you. Now hold that word in your awareness. Hold it there tight. This word represents a quality of divine light seeking expression through you. Perhaps it is something you are ready to strengthen. Perhaps it is something you are ready to reclaim. Perhaps it is something that the world is ready to receive through you. In Science of Mind, we know that spirit expresses itself through form, through thought, through feeling, and through action. And tonight, this candle becomes a symbol of that truth. So from one light, many lights arise, not divided, not diminished, but multiplied. When you are ready, gently light your candle by flipping the switch on the bottom. And as you do it, hold it in your hand above you or in front of you. Wow, that's a beautiful sight. And as you hold it in front of you, silently complete this sentence within yourself. The light I bring forth is, and say that word. Allow your word to feel that space. Feel it warming your awareness. Feel it anchoring into your body, your breath, and your being. Now take a second and look around the room. Every flame is unique. Each flame stands on its own, and together they form a greater light, a living expression of unity, diversity, and shared purpose. I really wish it was dark in here. It would be. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to please repeat after me. We honor the light within. And the light that we share with others. So may the light hold you tonight. Continue to shine through your thoughts, your choices, your words, and your presence in the world. May it remind you, especially in darker moments, that you are not waiting for the light. You are here to express it. And even if you feel stuck in the dark cave, this too shall pass. And so it is.
And so it is.
All right. So I'm going to seal this with a prayer. Are we ready? All right. Thank you, Brian. Right now, we're going to take a moment to go within. We give thanks for the light that shines within each of us and for the wisdom that guides us on our path. Today, on this winter solstice, we honor the pause, the stillness, the darkened moments that prepare us for the dawn of new awareness. We recognize that every shadow, every difficulty, every challenge we have faced has been preparing us for our growth and for the blossoming of our inner light. As we move forward into the turning light of the season, we consciously release all limitations, fears, and beliefs that no longer serve us. We choose to align with truth, to claim the infinite creative power within us, and to express that power with courage, love, and joy. May our hearts be open, our minds attuned to the guidance of the universal mind, and our spirits fully present to the wonders of this life. May this winter solstice remind us that darkness is not something to fear, but a sacred space where dreams are nurtured, wisdom is cultivated, and the seeds of our next becoming are planted, waiting. And so in this moment we ask for clarity, for peace, for courage, and for love to flow freely through us. May our light shine as a beacon of hope, healing, and inspiration in the world. May we bear witness to the truth that life is abundant and that our thoughts are creative, and that we are co-creators with Spirit in every experience. With each breath, may we remember that the light we seek is the light we already carry. May it radiate within, around, and through us, touching every heart, every mind, and every light with the warmth and brilliance of the divine. And so it is.